Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, not too much has happened since I last recorded for the last episode, which may or may not have been moments ago. Uh, really all I did was I put some pretty lights and some armor pieces onto the miner. So you can see, got green, then red over here, so like a ship or airplane. Uh, I've got these white lights. So these kind of white lights around the belt of the ship, sorta, they actually are semi-useful. They're gonna cast a little bit of glow, like down here, whenever I get close to a wall, say in a tunnel that I've dug. So I can have those, and they'll be kind of an indicator of, you know, here I am at roughly my widest. How much room do I have before I start smashing cargo containers into walls? So, yeah, that I meant to be moving forward when I jumped there. So, the other thing I did was just kind of let this thing charge up, and it's not full. I was kind of hoping it would be full, but yeah, well, I wonder. Because the scrap metal's also been filling up. Oh, nitrogen. So they're all pretty good. What would happen if I turn them off stockpile? Oh, it boogies. Okay. I didn't need to wait that long before I started filming again. Well, that's lovely. The more you know. Okay, we'll turn those on stockpile. Because those up there are on stockpile, I want to leave this one on it until I need the fuel. So until I disconnect. Just because if I don't, the tanks up there will just drain away all my fuel. Which is kind of defeating the purpose of fueling up the ship. So, well, okay, that was good. What else might I need? How are our, oxygen tank? Okay, it's full too. That makes sense, because all the oxygen from the hydrogen generators is just being, like, I guess, vented back off into the ether. I should maybe put... Let's do that maybe real quick. I should put an oxygen tank on here. That way we have... One, I'm not wasting all the oxygen. And two, I have a backup supply. It would be... Might be a good spot for one. The issue is there's not really anywhere with an exposed conveyor port. At least out here. I have an idea. I'll show you guys something fun and exciting about the ship. Might be able to get to it from back here. Yes. So there is this whole area down here, which is perfect for storing stuff, except for it is external partially. I guess I didn't need to drill a hole there. But yeah. There's just a big old empty room down here. So that'd be a good spot for some oxygen tanks. Uh, they need a lot of things though. That's some of those. Well, let's just kind of put it down. Put the stuff in. Perfect. So I'll take all small steel tubes. This is a handy thing you can do. if you just kind of tap with the stuff in your inventory, it'll fill it up without actually welding it. So it puts them all down, but you can still access stuff behind it. Real useful. Though, hold on. Although actually, because this has a conveyor port at this end that's accessible because it's a tank, I can also just weld it up, and now I can access the cargo again. So, oh yeah, and it's gonna be full very soon. Nope. Yeah, I might as well. Never know. I mean, presumably you're gonna need lots of, oxygen in space. Oh, except I should do this in a way that I don't trap myself inside the ship. Which isn't super easy to do. That's a full armor block. I don't need you. Ah, except for that. Well. Nope. Wrong button. There we go. Covered from down there, and we have a little walkway around our tanks. In this part of the ship no one should ever access. Ah. See, I accessed it and I'm dying. Boop. And boop. Boop. And could have just taken those out from the get-go. Okay. Oh, except need to be able to rebuild this wall so the inside of the ship can hold the air. And it's the wrong color. There we go. Okay. Well, so that was nice. That did kind of distract, though, from our main mission. We're supposed to be getting ready to go to space. So, we've got oxygen, hydrogen. That's Sky Factory up there. So oxygen, excuse me. Oxygen, hydrogen. We have hopefully enough thrust to fly. I've not tested that yet, actually. So we'll see if I can actually take off. We should, yeah, fill up that. Oh, the cargo container on here is empty, too. Dang, we may actually have to, we may have to run the drill again. Keep that being filled. But we'll also have to, when we get back here, we'll have to refine stuff to make the jump drive, so we've got some time. Now, the one downside with this ship, it's not armed, which means if I get into any sort of situation, I just have to move and get away. There's nothing I can do to really defend myself. Oh, that's what I need. It's not going to be super handy without an ore detector and antenna. Technically, I don't think it needs the antenna if I'm in the cockpit, but actually, yeah, because the downside, again, with the antenna is there are many things up there that want me to be the dead. So, I don't need 100 of these. That, probably some of those. Maybe some motors, who knows? I'll take some of those too. Yeah, sure. There we go. Stumpy little nose. And actually, we'll do it like that. A little something interesting going on up there. Okay. There we go. So, that's good. We'll be able to detect things in the asteroids once we're up there. We won't be able to, I guess, get out and see because we don't have the antenna, but that should be fine. Not having the antenna also means I don't want to get out very often because I don't want to lose it. So, I shouldn't need to, at least for this. My plan will probably just be go up there, stay in the cockpit, find asteroid, get good things. Part of it'll depend on how much fuel I have when I'm up there. That's something I could do. So I've got one large hydrogen tank. I could fit some smaller hydrogen tanks somewhere. Just as a backup. Up there? Or anything going on up there? Yeah, that could be an option. Just to kind of... I don't know. My big fear... No, actually I shouldn't. Because I have the generator back here. So if it comes to it, I can mine ice, which should be relatively abundant. And I can refuel. So even if I get up there and have not enough fuel to get around, I just have to have enough fuel to find some ice. And we have the parachute, so if we don't have enough fuel to get up at all, we can at least get back down. And then go pick it up with the headhunter, I guess. So yeah. Let's get in. So because I don't intend to get out, and my best bet is just going to be to run away anyway. I'm going to go ahead and leave my weapons here. Have my bottle, which I'll cough to death. I'll have my bottle, which I do want to fill up. Oh, and dang it. I should have an oxygen bottle, but it's back in the other base. Maybe that can be the first test flight. Let's go ahead. The last thing I want to do... So, those can each hold one parachute. Canvas is the... yeah. I want to put... maybe not all 8, but... let's put 4 of them in the cockpit. That way, if I use some, I don't have to refill. I don't have one use. I can fail, plummet from the sky, go up, and do it all again. So, okay. I think we're pretty darn good. What's our battery at? Battery on board. Yeah, it's fully charged, so I should change this to minor for now. Assuming that is the minor battery. Okay. So yeah, I think our first mission, we will see if we can fly to the other base and get my oxygen bottle, which I have not used or touched since the very beginning of the game, when we first landed in our little pod. All those 14 episodes ago. Okay. So, also need to remember not to go straight up because scrap metal, which is what I will hit and what I will become. Okay. So, let's fire our engines. We shouldn't need the big boosters. They do turn on. And yeah, we'll go ahead and turn off our generator because we don't need it. And turn off our engines because we don't need them unless the battery runs low. And 3, 2, 1. What's happened? Oh, I know what's happened. That thing that I think I mentioned on the last episode and forgot about. If I don't turn off stockpile, thrusters turn off. Okay, let's go. I mean, it's got enough oomph to get in the air, at least while it's empty. Yeah. Okay, this thing can move. That's pretty good. We've not used up too much of our fuel. Let's turn on our boosters and see what happens. Oh, yeah. You watch the velocity thing go up. It really moves. Okay. Well, that should be good then. Now, the question remains, does it have enough thrust to get into space? On the downside, I may set up on... In fact, I think I will. On pad control 2, control panel 2, I may set up a velocity override control so that I can be more fuel efficient on my way up. God, I forgot how much garbage was here. I'm surprised the trash cleanup didn't remove some of this. So it should have. Some of this. Maybe it got the smaller pieces. This is all the big chunks that remain. Well, hey, that was a successful flight. Ah, it's good to be home. What's happening? Oh, dang it. Where does Sparrow come from? Okay, so maybe some of the stuff around here is not the old stuff that was here. I don't know where that came from. Guess it just came by, didn't like us. Okay, well, uh, oxygen bottle. I don't think there's any... Yeah, there's no ice here, which is why I went and built the ice base. Okay. Well, I forgot just how exciting it is being home. Let's not stay here. But this thing handles well. It's got enough gyro control, at least for planets. It can accelerate even with just these two little thrusters. I mean, it gets accelerated to full speed pretty quick. So that's handy. Should have everything on board to keep me alive, which is also handy. It looks like that round trip will only use about 20 percentage points of fuel. Which would, I guess, be 20% fuel. I don't know how words work or my brain works. Yeah. And it should be more efficient once I'm in space because I won't have to be fighting gravity to stay in the air. I can just basically point myself at an asteroid, turn off the dampeners, and go straight at it. Let's go the other way. I like having the walkway lead up to the cockpit. Yep, and back down. So, turn off all that. Oh, a fortress tower. That wasn't there before. Hopefully that wasn't what was sending friends at us. Spooky. Okay. Oh, well, yep. That other thing I mentioned, because the scrap metal tanks are set to stockpile, they suck all the hydrogen out. So I just emptied the tanks on the ship. But I know how to fix that. So that turn stockpile off. This will become much more full, much more quick. And then we'll be, I think, ready for launch. There we go. Stockpile back on. Yeah. What are... Oh, that's just docking. That's fun. Okay. So, we've got our parachutes, got fuel, got oxygen. I want to... Okay, I've used very little jetpack. Just to have full on each. Can I... No, because I didn't leave a port open. So, I don't think I'll be able to refill my bottles from the ship. I think being in a cockpit, I know it refills oxygen, and I think it'll refill my hydrogen too, but I'm not sure. So we'll find out. Again, this isn't... I don't intend to stay up there and be out and about very much. The tanks are really just kind of a backup in case I have to hurtle myself towards Earth. So, yeah. Without further stalling, I think we're ready. So, Landing gear off. Uh, disconnect. Thrusters on. And generator. I can... show and terminal off. Don't need to see those. Hydrogen tank. Stockpile off. Break free of the thingy. And it doesn't really matter where I go. There's not a moon super nearby, so I just gotta go up. So yeah, without further ado, boosters on. That off. Away we go. Just quick little screenshot. And then see that, so... Yeah, I did not do the thing I meant to do. So that's fine. You can see basically every time I tap it, I just hit the max thrust immediately. And at max thrust, the thruster is still burning hydrogen when it doesn't need to. So that's what I forgot. So we'll just do this. Listen to the awkward thumping sound. What is my approach angle? Near 85, so... I guess this loses too because it's losing stuff there. Let's just bring her to a stop. Control 2. Boosters. Increase. Decrease. We'll have... Maybe we'll have... We should have both. Boosters on off. And the others on off. So, this is how I should have launched. Get up to speed, and then dial back until we are just under. Yeah. Oh, and it's being good this time and not using the retro thrusters. That's nice. That's good. The light kind of blows it out. That's a better shot. The planet in the background. Mountains behind. That's pretty cool. So... Yep. Okay. We'll stay at 96. We'll remove this. So, my comment about it not using the retro thrust. Sometimes when you use the thrust override to accelerate up like this, the game decides that, oh, the inertial dampener should be on and fight this weird motion. It's like it forgets that it's your ship doing the thrusting, and so you have to turn off your reverse thrust. Otherwise, you're just kind of... Either, if your thrust is balanced, you don't move, or you move slower because you're fighting your reverse thrust trying to go forward. It's one of the many sillinesses that Space Engineers is well known for. I should close my helmet just in case. Okay. Well, I think that's a successful launch. Used under 20% of our fuel to get up. We are... I think if I hit one more time... No. Okay. If I throttle down one more time, we'll be turning off the override and just fully on reverse thrust. So that's pretty good. And in pretty good time, too. Granted, there's kind of a fall off, so it'll take longer. Probably it'll take from here longer than it took to get to 25 to get down to 0 gravity. Which is probably real to how life works, but I don't know, I'm not alive. Now the downside is I'm not seeing a whole lot of asteroids. And those are the things I want. Oh, there's one. And there's another. I just didn't give them enough time. I'm also keeping an eye out for any ships. Because as I've stated many times, there be dangers up here. And with this little ship, I'm going to need to be pretty mindful of anything that comes my way. Because I don't think I can survive a hit. There's a little asteroid floating by. So yeah, space. The final frontier. These are the voyages of some dude and a miner. Let's drop it down to that. I could potentially turn off dampeners and just try and kind of, you know, let my velocity carry me out of gravity, but I don't know if I'll make it. Well, we could, I guess. That asteroid up there looks like it'll be just out of gravity, so we'll head there first, see what we find. Part of this mission, too, if I can find some general resources up here, I can mark them with GPS points, and then when I come back up with the scrap metal, if I need something, I know where roughly to go. That won't be great as I make my way off to Mars and places beyond, but it will at least give me a sense, or give me some supplies immediately if I need to get immediate supplies. Okay. So we're approaching this asteroid, and it looks like it will be just out of the gravity well. We're at 0.05 G now, so we're basically free. And now, there we go. So we'll just continue our approach. Switch over to this main menu. And hit the brakes. Hitting the brakes. In fact, we can turn off our boosters too, because we shouldn't need them. Big asteroid. Well, let's see. The downside, much like on Earth, the small grid ore detector doesn't really have the range to, you know, a large grid ore detector, right here I could be detecting this entire asteroid almost. So, unfortunately, I've just got to fly around it. I can look and see if I can find like a hole to get inside. That might be a good bet. Like this one. I'm getting Star Wars vibes when they fly the Falcon into the asteroid and gets eaten by the sandworm. I guess asteroid worm. Is that ice? What are you? You're ice. Okay. Well, that's handy. Little ice pocket in the first asteroid. Uh, I wish there was a way to, like, create folders for GPSs. Because I have too many. We'll just say space ice. Okay. Well, I think we'll be good. Keep looking, and if we need some, we know where to get it, so we can come pick it up. Hmm. Oh, another thing this miner doesn't have is a way to discard stone. That's something I forgot. So, that can be... When I go back down to the planet, maybe I'll add that in. But for now, I may just have to do it manually. Let's find another hole. I can go over here. My hope... That's just a little shelf. My hope is that this thing... Most of the asteroids end up being partially hollow. Which this might be. Hmm. Nah, this just looks like another deep crater. This is a really hefty first asteroid to find, I gotta say. This thing's huge. And unfortunately, it seems more or less barren. At least anything my detector can detect. Yeah. Just kind of flying and looking for patches. There are none to be found. So maybe what's in here? Still just looks like rock. Hmm. Yeah. Well, that was a bust. Just on this rock. Guess we found some ice, so that's handy. Oh, it looks like a little cluster. Maybe we'll go over there next. Accelerate to speed, and... In fact, I don't need those on. Goodbye, big boulder. Oh yeah, and there's some down there too. Some out there. Lots of asteroids. So yeah. This is when I could use Snake in the cockpit. Could throw on a programmable block maybe too when I get home. Be handy. One thing I've never understood about this game, I guess it's just to kind of indicate you're moving, but there shouldn't be wind noise in space. Like, I guess you could say, oh, it's thruster noise, except thrusters are all off. None of them are thrusting. Uh, we're just coasting right now, listening to the screaming winds of the cosmos whip by the cabin. Very strange. Mm. The cough of detection. I think I see some ore spots on this one. Like there, and there's one to the right. Kind of just looks like iron, though. But iron and gold could be kind of the same color if you don't look at them, so we'll see. At least this has stuff on it. That's a good sign. Oh, that's totally iron. Yep. I'm willing to bet everything else is too. Uh-oh. Uh... Okay. Dangerous encounter is stationary. We are not going to it. Because I can tell you, the spoiler, it'd be dangerous. It is not going to be a dangerous mining encounter, I can almost guarantee. So, I'm just sort of circling this asteroid. Is that something? Or is this just funny colored rock? Yeah, it's just funny rocks. Uh, Asteroids generally have two resources on them, I've found. And that last one seemed to have just one small patch of ice, so maybe it's not a great rule of thumb. But it seems to be pretty common to find two things. So that was iron. Not much else there. Get out and maybe look at this from a wider perspective. So that was the iron one. Oh, so that's a different asteroid in this little chain. Let's go in here, maybe. And, more iron. Oh, what about these? Did I go? As part of it is I'm just wandering about inside big rocks. It's kind of hard to tell where I've been. Okay, more iron. That's about it. Okay. See if these are just more iron as well. So this is about half the game, is just hunting around for resources you need. More iron. I'm thinking everything over here, yep, there's iron on that one. Everything over here is just iron. Is that... That looks like a cluster that's far away, and I think that's right in front of me. Huh? Maybe, maybe not. Those are something too. Oh no, yeah, that's close. We'll give it a sweet pie. See the iron inside it. Okay, let's head over there. Keep in mind where I am. The benefit is, again, I have the GPS point, so I can just kind of direct myself home when I need to. And with the parachutes, I can just kind of use up all the fuel I want and go back when I'm empty. Though that'll make it harder to harder to actually get home. Because if I fill up to the point where I can't fly in atmosphere, uh, I'll have to figure out some way to empty the thing out. I guess I can just fly the scrap metal over, transfer it over by hand, and then... Or at least transfer enough over by hand to lighten myself and then land myself on deck. That'll probably be the easiest solution. Because I doubt I'll be able to parachute bomb myself directly where I need to be. Okay. Let's give this rock a pass. Doesn't help that everything is kind of shiny and silver. And also my lights are slightly yellow, so they kind of make things look gold. Oop! That was a hit. What? Okay. Looks like we were going slow enough we just bumped something. Yeah. This big old rock above me. That's why you've always got to be aware of your surroundings. Which is why third person is always quite handy. Are those things, or is that just bad LODs? Are you things? No, you're just weird. Well, this asteroid seems to have nothing. Dip down here and see if I detect anything. Oh, okay. Detect anything under the surface. I'm not. So that little spurt mayday that popped up, they aren't super dangerous. It'll either be a base or a ship. Like a base in an asteroid or a ship just floating in free space. uh, that are generally abandoned, kind of damaged. Generally have some turrets and stuff, though. So, can be interesting to check out, but yeah, I don't think there's anything in this rock. Where to go next? Okay, so I came from there. Space ice is over there. Let's go there. Unless I've already been there. It's hard to know. It's the downside of, if I don't find anything, I don't mark it, and then I don't, you know, I don't know what wasn't there. And I guess there could be stuff under the surface I just can't see because I've got the small ore detector. But it would have been a lot more annoying to, try and jury rig a large ore detector onto this thing and still fly it and launch it. uh, no, this looks like a new rock. I don't think I've been here yet. I don't recognize these shapes. Hmm. Kind of scoot ourselves up a bit. Okay. And brakes. And that one looks like I can go in it. That tends to be the best, at least in my experience, the best way to get to anything useful is if you can kind of fly through the asteroid. Well, real tight. Except maybe it isn't. Okay, it's got more ice, which is good. I may be tempted to fuel up. This isn't as, I was hoping this would be a little bit more thorough of a cavern than it was. Okay, so there's ice somewhere. Probably in here. Yep. So, well, we can get some of that. Show off some of our mining capabilities. My brain tried to say capabilities and prowess at the same time. What of you? Okay, how much? Uh, we'll compile it all into one. Wait. Okay. Oh, that's because it's full. I was like, why can't I put more in there? Well, so that decides that I got way more ice than I needed. So, out we go to bail it out. Which apparently I have to do like this. Fabulous. That is good to know. You really only need to just tap it with the drills to get enough ice to fill the O2H2 gin. And that's kind of all I'm worried about. Okay. There's more stuff going on. Is that... No, I think that's just rock. Ore patches would be very, like, a defined circle of thing. You know what? Nope. Oh, it's so much easier to see what's going on with blue light. Also, this is a horrible idea to just wander off through space caverns. Let's get back to the ship. Okay. Ooh, hello. So, not much going on in this asteroid. I saw, there's iron. I saw it flash showing that for a second. Let's see if there's anything on these little outcroppings. Hmm, not looking like it. Nah. There's something over on this one. Though it may also just be iron. In fact, yeah, that's iron. Okay. So that's that. There's the space ice. There's the planet. Hmm. Where to go? Maybe over there. That looks... Oh, wait. Unless I just came from there. That's a big cluster of something. Could try that. See what's going on. Hopefully that's not one of the things I've already seen. But no, because I had to come past the space ice thing. This was on the other side of it, so I was like way down there. Hmm. Yeah, it may just be that gold and cobalt and stuff aren't super everywhere, which could mean I have a backup plan. There are a lot of resources that are harder to get on Earth that are much more prevalent on the moon. So if it comes to it, if it comes to it, I maybe become going to the moon, become a lunar miner. But hopefully I'll just be able to find something up here. The moon's far away. Okay. Not seeing much on the surface. Maybe swoop in here. Hmm. Yeah, not very much at all. We may have to go inside it. See what's going on. Hmm. Very cracky. Okay, nothing above. Really not much at all going on up here. Hmm. Well, that's a bummer. Let's see. Something I did realize. The hand drill actually has a further detection range than the small ore detector. Oh. Doesn't really seem to be doing too much for me. Hmm. I guess this one's also just empty rock. Okay. Well, pretty low on fuel now. I could continue off towards one of those, or I could go back to where I know there's ice. Because if I go over there and don't find any ice, I may not be able to mine things and get back. Though, no, because I have the ice in the generator. So it'd be good. I don't know how much that gets me, but let's go. This is big and it probably has some good stuff in it. Willing to bet. Hmm. Hmm. Benefit I just realized about this design. If I do, so long as I land on the ice lake, even if I'm out of fuel, I should be able to pick up some with the front drill there, refuel the tanks, and then fly myself home. Because the drill is right there on the ground. Hmm. That's either. Actually, I think that is a hole there at the bottom of this one. Hmm. Okay. We're to a stop. Do a quick visual pass first. Hmm. Will it? Yeah, okay. It's like, will I actually pass it? Hmm. Hmm. Okay. Again, not seeing too much on the surface. Let's see what's up here. Ah, nothing much. Okay, let's see what's down here. Oh, uh-oh. Ah, a hammer sled. Or a hammer sled 2, to be more accurate. 8K away. I don't know what that is. I don't know if I want to meet it. Hmm. Definitely some room in here. But nothing by way of minerals. Boy. This asteroid mining stuff sure turned into hard work. Huh. Oh, there was silicon. Ah, right here. That's neat. It doesn't really help me, though. There's the ship. Oh, that's something. Is that might be magnesium. Cobalt! Ha hey! That's one of the things we needed. Move from current position. Space cobalt. Space cobalt. Okay. Sweet. Now, where was the ship? There it is. Bright side is it's glowing and covered in fires, so it is relatively easy to find. Okay. Well, so that's nice. That's one thing. One thing we need, though. Let's turn on our refinery and hopefully maybe turn off our thrusters. Why are you not working? Even there you are. Okay. Oxygen tank is filled. Oh, it is working. Just goes slow. Because it's only the one. Okay. Well, not a great place, but I think this might be a decent spot to end this episode. That thing's just sitting there. So I guess that's a base. It's not too much dangerous going on. And we should survive up here. So yeah, I think we're good. Thank you for watching. Hopefully next episode, probably go get more ice. I may do that, not recording. Uh, might get more ice and then I guess keep exploring asteroids until we find what we need. So, or until we're chased away and or killed by space ruffians. Though I will say, I'm surprised so far. I figured more things would appear. Maybe it's that we're only in a little ship, but I don't know. Still unnerving, but so far we seem to be flying under the radar. So, yeah. Will be one of these days I'll figure out how to end these without just saying so yeah over and over and over again. But that's the end. Bye bye.